This is the unbelievable 18 karat yellow gold Gemset off catalogue GMT Master. In this video, I actually wore it for a month, and here are my honest thoughts. So the model reference is a 116758 SA, and the reason it's got the 5 in the reference is because it is a Gemset off catalogue piece. And what do I mean by that? It means it is a special order watch from Rolex that you had to order off catalogue. Now, this particular watch here was discontinued around 2018 or 19 and was first introduced around 2006, and it was never a watch that you could actually go out there, go into your Rolex AD and say, can I have that please? You had to be invited to order it, and you also had to be invited to put your name on the list to be able to be selected to buy this watch. Now, this particular one has the reference SA, and what does that mean? It means sapphire. So let me just grab the watch to show you here. This particular watch, it is an 18 karat yellow gold case. It has the 18 karat yellow gold oyster bracelet with a double folding safety clasp. But what you'll notice straight away when you look at it, it has some Gemset on it. So on the bezel, it actually has the beautiful blue sapphire baguettes and also the diamond baguettes as well, and that's set all around the bezel. And if you notice there where the markers are, you'll see they're actually all lined up and they're actually perfectly set. So it shows you if you want to still use the GMT function, you can still use the gems in the bezel for the GMT function. And it also has on the shoulders the round brilliant diamonds set into the shoulders, and they're graduated from larger up near the bezel down to the smaller ones at the end of the shoulders. Now, this particular one, like I said, it's called the SA, which means sapphires. For you guys that know these particular watches, you can actually have a look online, and they do a couple of other variants. One is called the SANR, and that means black sapphires, and the other one is called the Saru, which means sapphires and rubies. So where you've got the sapphires here, it's very similar to actually to the Pepsi bezel. So we've got the Pepsi to show you here. I'll just pop that down, and it's set exactly the same as this. So you'd have the blue sapphires at the top and you have the rubies at the bottom. That's the Saru. This is the SA, which means sapphires and baguettes. So let's just discuss some other features on the watch. You'll notice that it's got the black dial. Again, you can also get, and there's even fewer of these ones, like a pave set diamond dial. And the pave set diamonds dial is set with tiny, tiny brilliant cut diamonds on the dial. And you can actually also have the center links. So the full center links, they can actually be set with, again, like pave set diamonds all the way through the center links and all the way through the center of the clasp. So for you guys that don't know, on Rolex's gem setting, I can tell you that all the stones that Rolex use in their watches are hand picked, and they are all internally flawless. Every stone that Rolex use, internally flawless, beautiful white in color. And if you were to see this watch outside in the natural light, in the sunlight, the absolute reflection sparkle of these stones is actually really incredible. And if you were to put it in a dark corner, in the corner of the boutique over there with no light, they are still bright and white. And that's testament to the quality of Rolex's diamond setting. So what did I think? Well, I've got to tell you, when I put this watch on my wrist for the first time, I knew it was an extremely, extremely special watch. It made me feel no way other than any other watch has made me feel when I popped it on the wrist. But normally, I have to say, if I wear a 40mm watch, which this particular one is, depending on the model, it can look a little bit small, but due to the Gemset bezel, due to the way this particular model is made, it actually looks slightly big. I'd say it looks and wears more like a 41mm watch. So as soon as I put it on, I knew the size was absolutely perfect for me. Bearing in mind I have a 7-inch wrist, but the weight, I loved the weight. And if any of you guys have seen the other videos that I've done where I've worn a watch for a week, including the solid white gold blueberry, the 41mm, for me, It was a little bit uncomfortable to wear, and you can't believe 1mm would make a difference, but it was. And the crown was actually digging in my hand. So when I was wearing it, because it was slightly bigger watch, because it was obviously, you know, the new model Submariner, I felt it dug in my hand quite a little bit. I found it quite uncomfortable after a while. But I've got to tell you, with this particular watch here, I didn't feel that one little bit. I enjoyed the weight, I enjoyed the comfort. I think the 40mm is definitely the sweet spot for me on the full gold bracelet. And I've got to tell you, what a watch it was. If you want to know how it's like to wear every day, obviously in the boutique, you know, it's in a very good setting here. You know, obviously we've got clients come in, you know, it's the perfect setting really for this watch. You know, but I have worn it. I wore it to, you know, I went out with my family, went to a local farm, like you do, a farm shop on a weekend, where you get to do all the little things with your family that you do, and I actually had it on there for that particular event. You know, yeah, it probably wasn't the right watch to wear for there, but, you know, I was wearing that particular day and we were going there, so I wore it. I know it's not everybody, but for me, I know that I can wear that in 90% of the places that I want to go and what I actually want to do. You know, certain places, obviously, I wouldn't wear, you know, a watch in general, depending on where you are in the world. But for me, you know, I felt comfortable to wear it. I went out for family meals. I also wore it for work. And you know what it is? For me, I just always think you should be true to yourself. And if that's the watch you like, that's the watch you should buy. I tell you what, this is really funny for you actually. So we'd actually done one of the videos recently where I think people have got a snippet of me wearing this particular watch. And I had a client come to see me on the Monday morning, been away for the weekend, come to buy a watch, which was a GMT Master 2 Pepsi. And he said, I can't believe it, I've got a watch to show you. I said, go on then. And he brought his triple watch roll and had some beautiful watches in there, by the way. And in the middle was another one of this. And he'd had this for years and he's never ever seen another. And I just thought, how ironic is it? You know, there's hardly any of these in the wild. You probably see 2 or 3 for sale on Chrono in the whole world of this combination. And as soon as I've started wearing this, put it out on the channel, a client rocks up with one in his watch roll, and I thought that is so cool. Which leads me on nicely to, would I actually buy it? Would I add it to my collection? Well, I've got to tell you, I have chased this watch for 10 years. I could have bought it a few years ago, couldn't justify taking the money out of the business. I'm in a fortunate position to be able to actually get this watch for myself. And the fact of me wearing it, enjoying it, chasing it, it's the combination I wanted because there are a few variants. For me, I had to have it. I had to buy it. I had to keep it. It's not for sale. It's gone in my collection. I'll give you an idea price-wise. This watch reached, back when the boom of the market was, way over 100, I'm gonna say 120, 130,000 pounds. Realistically now in the current market, I'd say it's probably worth around 80 to 85,000 pounds. But considering how rare it is, how unique it is, how little of them there are in the marketplace, for me, you know, I just had to have it and add it to my collection. I also know this watch is not for everybody. I know I'm in the minority. I know probably a lot of you guys watching this particular video go, you know what, it's just not my style. And I know it probably appeals to 2 or 3%, if that, of the watch community out there. You guys will all choose something else in this cabinet, and I don't blame you. And that's what the watch industry is all about. You should buy what you like, what you love, your Grail piece, chase your Grail, get your Grail, because for me, this is my Grail. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to like and subscribe.